And the main character, Davy, he's essentially a sort of modern day superhero, and his superpower is music. So he's got this MP3 player, and he wanders around Edinburgh playing tunes to people who need help, basically. So because I'm here, I thought I'd read the wedding present section. So I'm going to read as Davy, and then I've got a beautiful assistant who's going to come on and read as the wedding present fan. Okay, so. A bus passes me as I leave the cemetery, but I don't make any attempt to catch it. It sits at the bus stop for ages, willing me to make an effort. Run, catch me. You know you can if you try. I slow down my pace though. I'm doing what I want to do tonight, and I want to walk. The bus pulls off just before I reach the bus stop, and I kick a stone along the pavement as I carry on walking. My bag starts to feel heavy, and I run through everything I've got in there. I can only think of the book and the MP3 player. The fucking MP3 player. There are no bins around, but there's a post box up ahead. I stop and balance my bag on top of the post box and dig out the MP3 player. I pull it out and swing the bag back onto my shoulder, instantly lighter. I push the player inside the opening of the post box. I think my hand's stuck. Does that mean my hand belongs to Royal Mail now? I wriggle my hand around until it feels more comfortable, and then will myself to open up my fingers. Let go, let go, let go. Just let go of it. Fucking hell, Davy, drop the thing. My fingers are locked together, they refuse to open. The MP3 player begins to hum very slightly in my hand. The zoom of electricity, or a calm voice trying to talk someone down off a ledge. My eyes are drawn to some graffiti scrawled on the side of the postbox, next to the letter opening, a warning in silver marker pen. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. A glow comes from inside the box, and I tug my hand out, bruising my knuckles. The LCD screen has lit up, and there's a faint noise coming from the headphones which are still wound round the player. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. One more chance. Why should I? Why am I talking to it? Like it can speak to me. Fuck, what's wrong with me? Not yet, not yet, not yet. I drop to my knees, lay my head against the letterbox. Jesus, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Why? Okay, I'll let you away this time, but any more fucking me about and you're gone. I shove the player inside my pocket and head in the direction of home. It's such a nice evening, I'm wasting it. Princes Street Gardens will be full of people sitting having picnics and drinking carryouts. I can see Alfie in the meadows now, strumming one of his new musical instruments, a group of adoring lassies gathered around him, all smoking and drinking, the fucking indie messiah. I almost text him to see what he's up to, but have a change of heart and delete it mid-text. I'm not really in the mood for making happy chit-chat. I suppose I could have done something with Astrid if I'd thought about it earlier. No point texting her now, especially the mood I'm in. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, all over the fucking place. The sun's warm and my back is sticky and moist. Sweat gathers underneath my bag, drips down the small of my back and soaks through my t-shirt. I stop and take off my jacket and tie it around my waist, then slow my walk down. I'm in no hurry. As I get nearer to town, I pass people in skirts and t-shirts and shorts and vest tops, carrying frisbees and eating ice lollies. It doesn't take much to make Scotland bear its peely-wally skin. The Odeon cinema is ahead of me, the big glass windows covered in film posters. As I pass by the doors, I get a whiff of popcorn and something jabs me in the thigh. I look down and notice the MP3 player is hanging out of my jacket pocket, about to fall to the ground, making a bid for freedom. He must listen, he must listen, he must listen. I grab it before it crashes to the pavement and it moves around in my hand like a trapped spider. Is it happening again? There's a guy leaning against the wall of the Odeon. The MP3 player shudders in confirmation as I look at the guy. He's swaying ever so slightly and keeps glancing up and down the road, checking his watch, playing with his phone. The MP3 player spins faster and faster, a breakdance frenzy on my palm. He must listen, he must listen, he must listen. Easy, tiger. As I head towards the guy, the player calms down a bit. That's more like it. I walk straight past the guy. Stop trying to control me. The player speeds up again. Even though it's hurting my hand with friction burns, I keep on going. My back to the guy. We're doing this my way. When I can't take the pain anymore, I stop and spin on the spot until I'm facing him again. The MP3 player slows. Ha, I'm in control. Okay, this time. Nope, fooled you. Hey, you wee fucker, no need to shock me. Alright, I walk towards the guy. He doesn't answer me, just looks straight past me down the street. I'm about to ask him if he'd like to listen to the MP3 player when I change my mind. That sounds too weird. I fish around in my brain until a light bulb switches on. I'm in the music business. Technically I am. Eh? The guy's eyes are glazed over and there's a strong smell of booze coming from him. I'm doing some research, I reply. Can you listen to a song for me and then let me know what you think of it? Nah, I don't have time. I'm waiting for someone and the film's about to start. He looks at his watch and then waves 2 cinema tickets at me. It's really short and I promise to stop it if your friend gets here. Nah, I'm no interested. Please, it would really help me out. Look, I've not got time. Come on, give me a chance, eh? He's folding, he's folding. Aye, alright, but be quick, okay? Yes, got him. The guy puts the headphones on and takes the player from me. It's no working. He turns it over in his hands. How do you switch it on? Hang on. I take the player from him and squeeze it. Feel it warm up. Aye, that's it now. He gives me the thumbs up and I nod back at him. My favourite dress by the wedding present. My favourite dress by the wedding present. My favourite dress by the wedding present. He turns away from me as the song starts and leans his head against the wall of the cinema. His arms hang loose at his side. There's a blue tinge surrounding him and I can smell juicy fruit chewing gum. The colours whisper around him, changing shade like he's inside a bubble.
I feel that my life's one big David Gedge song at the moment. The empty bed, the mug I've not washed because you used it last, the brush with your hair still in it, the t-shirt you wore to sleep in that I keep under my pillow, the empty chewing gum wrappers I've not put in the bin, all that's left of 9 years. You didn't love me anymore. Which way? Fucking cliches. I spiel well rehearsed. I love you but I'm not in love with you. Get it? No, I don't fucking get it. There's nobody else, I promise. Just don't think I want to be with you anymore. Think or no. Don't make this harder than it already is. 3 months later, we were both grown up enough to meet for a film. You were trying to show me that you appreciated my efforts. I had gotten better. I'd stopped the phone calls in the middle of the night, the constant texting, the turning up outside your work. It might have worked if I hadn't bumped into you the other day. Literally, bump. You and some fuckwit in a Levelers t-shirt, his arm around you, thumb rubbing across your back, your blue dress, the one I bought you when we went to Greece, that time. You were so smitten you didn't even notice it was me who'd bumped into you. Sorry, you didn't even look at me. You fucking cheating whore. You lied to me, you promised. Who do you think you are? Stop it, it's not like that. It certainly looks like that. Don't speak to her like that, I'll fucking have you. You ushered away onto George Street, both of us in tears. No text to cancel or apologise, so I turned up at the cinema. It crossed my mind you wouldn't show, but after 9 years, I bought the ticket. Everything was a blur around me. I'd had a couple of drinks before I left the flat. It was like those speeded up CCTV videos. The cars were all yellow and white flashes, shuttered fireworks, the people in fast forward. I was the only fixed point, the North Star. Then this guy appeared, the only one walking at normal speed, a movie star emerging from the smoke of an explosion, a slightly scruffy movie star. He looked familiar, like he should be in a band. His entrance was how I hoped you would arrive, blue dress ruffled, fitted denim jacket from Save the Children, keeping your shoulders warm. David Gedge world, breaking up, cheating, sex with strangers, love, pain, jealousy. I pushed my face into the ball to be part of something concrete and solid, to block out the flashing lights and the movement and the chaos. You danced in front of me in that dress, blue, spinning so that your skirt lifted slightly, but not in a sleazy way, in a playful, naive, 7-year itch way. I could smell the juicy fruit chewing gum. You liked to eat it with milk because you said it made the flavour better. I never asked you if you meant the milk or the gum. Gedge was doing that thing where he plays the guitar so fast his hand becomes a blur. Just go, don't think. If you think about your hand moving that fast, you'll lose it. Then the guitar stops. Final line, wail. What's the fucking point? I knew we couldn't be friends, not after 9 years.
I'm so entranced by the colours that it's only when the guy turns and pushes me backwards that I realise the song's finished. The MP3 player has cooled and stopped moving. He steps towards me, his finger pointing, poking me in the chest. I put my hands up to protect myself, but we're both joined by the umbilical cord of the headphones. "Did Susie put you up to this?" he asks, spraying spit into my face. His forehead is pockmarked from where he's been pushing it against the wall. "Sorry, I don't know Susie. Any Susies, actually. Just leave me alone, okay?" He tugs the headphones off his head so forcefully that the player is pulled out of my hands. My glasses slip off and he becomes a blur in front of me. He chucks the whole thing onto the pavement, then heads off down Morrison Street. I stoop to pick everything up and realise that he's also chucked his cinema tickets at me for a film that started over an hour ago. They're all scrunched up and sweaty from where he's been squeezing them inside his hand. There's a rectangular indentation on my palms. It disappears when I rub them together. As I put the MP3 player back in my pocket and look at the balled up cinema tickets, I'm hit by an ache of loss so intense that the breath catches in my throat and I have to lean against the wall to steady myself. The trackman strikes again. Thank you. And if you like that, there's a couple of copies for sale down at the back, but thank you again.